Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk About Singing. My name is Marco. I'm a singer, songwriter, voice teacher from Italy, living in New York City. We're back with another reaction today. Specifically, we're back with another Mariah Carey reaction. You guys know that Mariah is one of my favorite singers of all time. For today's reaction, I chose Butterfly live at David Letterman. I particularly love that performance. I think it shows a different side of Mariah. I think it shows a different use of her voice in a period where her voice wasn't exactly 100% healthy, but still she managed to deliver incredible performance, and I think I want to talk about that too. I think Butterfly is one of the hardest songs ever to sing, and it's one of the most beautiful Mariah songs and one of the most underrated too. Before we start, I just want to remind everyone that if you want a free online consultation, coaching session, voice class with me, you can hit me up at letstalkaboutsinging84@gmail.com, or you can send me a private message on Instagram at perfectmark.music. And I'm also a songwriter, so if you want to listen to my songs, I would be really happy and I would really appreciate it. You can just look up Perfect Mark on any streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music. I'm everywhere. Just listen to my songs and let me know what you think, and I would really appreciate it. Now let's spread our wings and prepare to fly with Butterfly live at David Letterman 1997.
When you love someone so deeply, they become your life. It's easy to succumb to overwhelming fears inside. Blindly I imagined I could keep you under glass. Now I understand to hold you I must open up my hands and watch you.
Oh, there's so much to talk already. Butterfly is a song that is mainly characterized by head voice. Now, Mariah's head voice is often breathy and a little raspy, and that's because of her nodules. If you guys don't know, Mariah Carey has nodules on her vocal cords. She always had it throughout her whole life, and that's why sometimes she sounds different depending on how she feels that day, depending on how the notes act or how swollen they are. Having notes, it's a very tricky thing, and usually if you have notes on your vocal cords, your falsetto is definitely breathy. It's one of the first things that loses resonance. In this case, Mariah managed to use that breathiness as a stylistic choice. This soft, breathy, a little raspy head voice is so typical of her sound. It's something that gets imitated so much. It's one of her trademarks at this point. One thing that you might notice is that in the original version of Butterfly, the recorded version, all the phrases are done in one breath. Mariah here takes multiple breaths throughout the phrases, and he even changes the metric of the phrases. That's why singing in head voice requires a lot more air, and sometimes singing in head voice makes a lot more air going through your vocal cords. Now, if her vocal cords don't close perfectly because of her notes, she's gonna have even more air going through, and so she is definitely running out of breath earlier than she should, and that's why she's catching breaths. But she is using even that in a creative way to rephrase those lines, adding new notes and creating a new melody. And I honestly almost prefer this to the original way. And then you have, now I understand to hold you, I must open up my hands and watch you rise. Well, she switches on watch you chest rise in head voice. And the whole phrase covers a whole octave from C4 to C5, and then that beautiful chorus starts. Let's keep going.
We truly were meant to be, so spread your wings and fly.
how beautiful is this chorus harmonically? The harmonic progression of this song is just gorgeous, especially in the bridge. When we're gonna get to the bridge, oh my god, that's my favorite part. But the song is really incredibly written from any point of view. Harmonically, melodically, lyrically, I think it's absolutely one of her most beautiful songs. Those background vocals, oh my god, the arrangement of the background vocals is just insane. Her ad-libs here are so beautiful, so soft, so sweet, and so tasteful. One thing that we always say about Mariah's ad-libs, they're not just sung for the mere purpose of showing off. They always embellish the melody. They always enrich the melody and the harmony. They always have a melodic purpose.
I have learned that beauty has to flourish in the light. Wild horses run on bridle, all their spirit dies. You have given me the courage to be all that I can, and I truly feel your heart will lead you back to me when you're ready to land.
All right, so, whew. Ooh. Have you noticed one thing? The way she squeezes her face. You can tell that she is so focused on not losing her voice here, on making sure that her voice doesn't crack. One thing that I noticed that I find very interesting is the shape of her mouth when she says the vowel ah, which is usually a vowel that makes you open your mouth, right? That wants you to give space. Ah, and she goes, and for most of the verse, even if you rewind to the first verse, for most of this second verse too, she is here. So she's literally almost like trapping the sound right here. And I think it's because if she allows too much openness, maybe she would risk more to have a little vocal break or a little vocal squeak. I'm not sure though. I wonder what you guys think. Would it be easier for her to say flourish in the light instead of light? I think this helps her adding a little bit of higher resonance to this head voice, considering again the fact of the nodes and the fact that she has a lot of air going through. Once again, she changes the metric of the phrases and she creates a new melody compared to the recorded version. And by the way, there is an a cappella version on YouTube that I absolutely recommend you to go listen to. It's just the vocal track without any music. You can really hear the breathiness, the airiness, the raspiness of her head voice there, and it's just gorgeous. You can hear all her harmonics. You can hear how many sounds creates this head voice, how rich it is in harmonics. Probably due to the nodules. And don't you guys think it's incredible that an artist can basically circle around a problem to create a new stylistic choice, to create a new sound, incorporating the actual issue? I think this is what's really great about Mariah's head voice especially. But this mouth position, it's really interesting to me on these uhs. And you know, you can tell the effort, you can tell that she's really trying to keep it all together and very focused. But don't you think that this being on the verge of instability also contributes to the emotion of the song? I think that if she was perfectly relaxed, it wouldn't give the same vibe. I am listening to her and I believe every single word she says, and the dramatic part of the song is emphasized because of this sound, because of this breathiness, because of this like very whispery, breathy tone that it's almost coming out, that it's on the verge of breaking, but actually never breaks. And there are a couple of moments where she's almost breaking and it's not exactly perfect, but I think that once again, it's perfect for this specific song and this specific lyrics that she's singing. I think that this is basically what I like to call perfect imperfection, meaning that the imperfection, if we want to call this beautiful vocals imperfect, but you know what I'm saying? The imperfection makes it even more perfect.
Fly
All right, I'm gonna pause here. Oh, so much to talk about. That second chorus again, very, very light, breathy, whispery tone, embellishments, ad-libs, riffs and runs. So agile, so beautifully executed. And then she finally switches into her full chest. Now, this bridge is absolutely gorgeous. The harmony is incredible, and the arrangement of the background vocals is absolutely fantastic. Her resonance here is just amazing. It's her beautiful resonance of the late 90s. It's a little deeper compared to the Daydream era, but I really love her tone, especially on the fourth octave and the beginning of the fifth octave in this era, 1997. I think that rich tone is just beautiful. We have the best resonance on the "But I will stand and say goodbye," where she finally hits the E flat 5. I almost would have preferred that the background vocals didn't back her up on the "For You'll Never Be Mine" part, because she was killing it. You can totally hear that she's nailing it. But sometimes singers like her, when they're performing live, they have the background singers back them up, help them in some lines that are particularly tricky. So maybe she didn't feel too confident that night. And again, you can tell how focused she is, how she's absolutely trying to deliver everything perfectly. But I think that if we heard her by herself saying "For You'll Never Be Mine," it would have been absolutely perfect, because she nailed it. And also, she went very far on the way it feels to fly, which is again another E flat, but it's a sustained E flat on an A. And I think that she really went for that note there. She belted it very strongly. She moved the microphone away. I don't know if she moved it so far out of insecurity. It might not be exactly perfect, even though I think it sounds great. But I almost wish she kept her microphone closer so that we could have heard it better, because honestly, I thought it was great. Woo! Now, how beautiful is that "Fly to the sun"? Let's check out some notes, something that we haven't done yet this time. Fly from a B4, we go down to an E flat 4. From the E flat 4, we jump up to a C sharp 5. So it's a jump of a minor 7th, and then down to B4, up to E flat. So this line covers a whole octave, going down and then jumping up a major 7th, and going down a whole step and up a major 3rd. Fly to the sun. And the resonance on the E flat is absolutely perfect. That was the most beautiful E flat that she has done on this performance. That look that she gave to the background singer. A lot of people think that she was just, that maybe someone sang something wrong, that she, at a certain point you see her looking that way. I think that's just a facial expression, because I don't hear anything going wrong, but it's just funny because she looks like pissed or something, or maybe she's relieved, kind of like, "Ooh, I hit that note and now I can't go on." I don't know, but you can also see her like swallowing a lot, so you can tell something is wrong with her throat. There's so much focus and so much, again, trying to keep it all together, but then she nails that ending again with "Spread your wings and fly." Again, starting from the E flat, This E flat that seemed a little shaky or a little uncertain on the first part, I feel now she's very confident about it because she is absolutely crushing every single of these notes and with that incredible resonance. And then at the end, notice this, she transitions back into head voice and all her sounds get again here. All her mouth is very, very close. If you look at how open her mouth is when she's in chest and in upper chest, you know, all these ahs and ohs and a's are very, very open. And then she goes, you can see her teeth, you can see her face is a little, you know, squeezed like that. And then I absolutely love that final spread your wings and fly. I think that run is so beautiful and so creative on that specific chord. Gorgeous, way better than the original recording. I think this is an incredible performance. I think this is an incredible performance on so many levels. The fact that she is not 100% here makes it even better. As I said, a real artist is someone who uses their own struggle in their favor, circles around their own struggles, or incorporate their own struggles in their artistry. This is what Mariah is doing. She has nodules on her vocal cords. Great, we're gonna make this extra breathy falsetto. We're gonna show the struggle. We're gonna just bring it all out there. And then when it's time to deliver big, powerful upper chest notes, we're just gonna do it. And who cares? We're just gonna go for it and nail it. The song is absolutely gorgeous. I wish they did the last part as well, because in the original there's an extra chorus where her ad-libs are incredible. But still, who cares? You know, this is more than enough. Go check out the a cappella version. Listen to all the beautiful colors in her voice, all the resonance, all the harmonics that her falsetto creates. And if you are a musician, check out the chord progression. Go look up the harmony of the song. Walter Afanasieff co-wrote it with her. Amazing writer. As I said at the beginning, this is one of the hardest and most underrated and most beautiful Mariah's songs, in my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked my video. If you did, please like it, subscribe, leave a comment if I forget to mention anything. Once again, I want to remind you, if you want to book a voice class, a vocal consultation, anything, coaching session with me, hit me up at letstalkaboutsinging84@gmail.com or send me a private message on Instagram at perfectmark.music. If you want to listen to my original music, that would mean the world to me. Look me up on any streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, whatever you have. Look up Perfect Mark, you find me there, and you let me know what you think. I'll see you soon with another reaction. Lambs, Mariah fans, thank you for your support. I hope you like this video, and if you have any requests for any specific Mariah songs that you would like me to react to, let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon with another reaction and video analysis. This is Marco. Let's talk about singing. Ciao.